Meanwhile, India Today has now accessed the police FIR on the Saif attack. The FIR states Saif's house help spotted intruder. The house help threatened by intruder as well. The attacker demanded 1 crore. Saif confronted intruder and then was stabbed. Let's quickly cut across to my colleague Devesh, who's joining us from the Bandra police station. Devesh, will you take us through, or at least what the first information report suggests that happened?
Well, Preeti, we've just accessed the statement of the caretaker of Saif Ali Khan's family, who's registered the complaint at FIR complaint at the Bandra police station. She said that she's been working with the Saif Ali Khan family for past 4 years, and she takes care of the younger son of Saif Ali Khan. Last night, this unidentified person somehow sneaked inside the residence, and then he threatened her with a knife. When she asked him what does he want, out of fear she asked him what does he want. He said in English, he clearly stated, "Mujhe 1 crore rupiya chahiye." That is what he said, and after that there was a commotion. Another maid who works at Saif Ali Khan's residence rushed for her help, and then Saif Ali Khan, who stays in the same penthouse, came downstairs and tried to apprehend the accused. That is when Saif Ali Khan and another, the maid, who's the complainant, was attacked by the unidentified accused, who's still at large. Mumbai police teams have been formed, and there are several teams out right now trying to track down the accused. Earlier, we had received input that in central Mumbai, but now it has come to light that he's changed his location, and Mumbai police teams are still hot on his trail. They're trying to nab him, and they're positive that he'll be nabbed within an hour or two, but he's yet to be nabbed. The details that have come to light from the FIR, from the statement of the complainant, is that the ransom the caretaker hostage, and he demanded rupees 1 crore. After that commotion happened, Saif Ali Khan rushed to the help of the caretaker. He tried to apprehend the accused, and that is when he was attacked. He was stabbed several times using a small blade that the accused person was carrying. Part of the blade was lodged in the spine of Saif Ali Khan, which had to be removed surgically. He lost a lot of blood, but now his condition is said to be stable as per the doctors of Lilavati. Preeti.
All right, Devesh, what's the understanding that you're getting from the police? Was this an insider job?
Well, Preeti, there are two questions that come to light. How did this accused reach the 12th story of this high-rise? This is a plush high-rise which is secured all the time. It has CCTV coverage. And then the second question that arises, if he did manage to reach the 12th story from the fire escape, how did he sneak inside Saif Ali Khan's residence? It's a penthouse which has a safety door, which has a safety lock. The inside door has a lock. How did he sneak inside the house, and that too at midnight? That is at 1:30 a.m. How did he manage to sneak inside the residence? That is the question that arises, and that will only be known once he is arrested, once he is booked, once he is arrested, once he is interrogated, whether this was an insider job, whether there was someone else involved, someone was aiding and helping him, someone had planned this robbery or burglary. But police are clear on one thing. They are stating this as a housebreaking theft gone wrong. This was a burglary attempt. This was a housebreaking theft that was being carried out by the unidentified accused, who's seen on the CCTV footage, on the CCTV images. And after he was apprehended, after the commotion that happened, he attacked Saif Ali Khan when Saif Ali Khan tried to apprehend him, tried to nab him.
Devesh, before we let you go, very quickly, what is the current condition of Saif Ali Khan? Number two, who all were present at the house when this incident took place?
Well, Saif Ali Khan is presently recuperating at the Lilavati hospital. He's still in the ICU. He underwent 2 surgeries that was told in the medical bulletin at Lilavati. There was a team of doctors that was working on Saif Ali Khan. Earlier, a surgery was carried out to remove the part of metal which was lodged in his spine. and then another cosmetic surgery was done by a team of cosmetic surgeons at the Leelavati hospital. So he remains at hospital while there are several family members, relatives and friends who are visiting him at the hospital. There are several friends and family members who are visiting the family at the Bandra residence as well.
All right, Devesh, appreciate you joining us. We're going to come back to you for more updates on the story. Meanwhile, the probe into the brutal stabbing of actor Saif Ali Khan is on in full swing. We get you the latest details coming in. Number one, stunning details emerge in the attack on actor Saif Ali Khan. Sources say the attacker held Saif and Kareena's house help hostage and demanded 1 crore rupees. This could have led to a confrontation between Saif and the attacker. Moreover, India Today has accessed the first video of the man behind the stabbing of Saif Ali Khan. In this video, the attacker can be seen going down the building's fire exit at 2:33 a.m. carrying a backpack. The intruder looked right into the camera of the building where Saif and Kareena reside. On the other front, the hunt continues for the attacker. Mumbai cops are using mobile dump data to trace the man who stabbed Saif 6 times. The attacker is still at large. But how did the attacker enter the high-security building? Sources tell us he gained access to Saif and Kareena's home through a fire exit duct leading directly to the master bedroom. Police have not ruled out an insider job, with sources saying the suspect may have been hiding within the house hours before the attack. Saif Ali Khan's statement will be recorded once Leelavati Hospital doctors give the all-clear. The actor is currently out of danger and is in ICU after surgery. He was stabbed 6 times and sustained injuries to his spinal cord. Meanwhile, the probe into the Saif stabbing wraps up. The attacker is seen on camera for the first time in CCTV video images accessed by India Today. At 2:33 a.m., the attacker can be seen at the fire exit of Saif and Kareena's building. Sources say the attacker barged into the Kapoor Khan home, held the house help hostage, demanded 1 crore rupees. The attacker still on the run and has not yet been apprehended. Mumbai police is using mobile dump data to trace the attacker who stabbed Saif 6 times over.
Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan attacked inside his house. At around 2 a.m. on Thursday, an intruder entered Saif's house in Bandra through fire escape. As the intruder entered, the house help woke up after she heard some noise. Leela, the nanny of Jay and Taimur, started shouting when she saw the intruder. Saif, Kareena and the kids were present at the time of the incident. An argument broke out between the intruder and the house help when she tried to stop him. Saif Ali Khan took on the intruder and tried to capture him to protect his family. The intruder stabbed Saif 6 times on his neck, spine and hands. He also attacked the house help and managed to escape. All of this transpired in the kids' room. At 3:30 a.m., a bleeding Saif was rushed to Leelavati Hospital, where he underwent a complex neurosurgery and cosmetic surgery. Sources say son Ibrahim took Saif to the hospital in an auto rickshaw as the driver was not present at the moment. Right before the attack, Kareena Kapoor Khan was on a girls' night in at her sister Karishma's place. Hours later, she was spotted outside her Bandra residence after the attack, visibly anxious as Saif was taken to the hospital. With Sana Farzeen and Divyesh Singh, Bureau Report, India Today.
A stabbing incident took place at about 2 a.m. this morning, the intruder attempting to enter the children's room when he was confronted by Saif. The actor is now out of danger but sustained major injuries. The stabbing suspect is still on the run, but what is the motive of this attack? How did the accused enter the high-security building in Bandra? We decode.
Why was Saif Ali Khan attacked? And how did the intruder enter undetected and manage to escape? There are 12 floors in the Sadhguru Sharan building, out of which the Khans occupy 4. The intruder apparently entered the actor's house through the fire escape. CCTV videos have captured the attacker at the 6th floor. Saif resides on the 12th floor. Cops say the motive was robbery.
10 डिटेक्शन टीम्स हैं जो अलग अलग डायरेक्शंस में काम कर रही है. एक एक्यूज्ड है, वो एक्यूज्ड की मूवमेंट उस अपार्टमेंट में कल रात में ये इंसिडेंट्स के समय पे देखी गई है और उस दिशा में इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है.
But how exactly did the intruder enter Saif and Karina's house? Police sources tell India Today that attacker was present inside the house few hours before Saif was attacked. Cops have searched 25 to 30 CCTV cameras.
हम फिंगरप्रिंट डिपार्टमेंट से फिंगरप्रिंट मिल चुके हैं. अब आगे की प्रोसेस हमारे सीनियर बताएंगे.
Cops are questioning laborers and others around the actor's residence as there are no signs of a forced entry. The house help who first saw the intruder and raised an alarm has been interrogated. An FIR has been filed based on her complaint against the unidentified intruder for trespassing, attempt to murder. Sources say Saif's statement will be recorded once he recovers. Mumbai Crime Branch Officer and Encounter Specialist Daya Naik was one of the first investigators to arrive at the actor's Bandra residence.
The accused फायर एस्केप का यूज करके इनके घर पे गया था, ये भी पता चला है. अभी तक के इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ये एक चोरी का अटेम्प्ट था, ऐसा हमारे इन्वेस्टिगेशन में निष्पन्न हुआ है.
There are glaring questions that remain unanswered. How did the intruder gain access to the kids' room? How did the watchmen fail to notice the intruder? Was the intruder an insider in Saif's building? Was the attacker's entry friendly? A robbery, an inside role, or something more? The stabbing of Saif Ali Khan has stunned not just Mumbai, but entire India. With Dirpesh Tripathi, Mustafa Sheikh and Vidya in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, the Maharashtra government has promised a full investigation into the attack, but opposition parties are blaming the state's failing law and order problem. The attack follows several recent incidents in the area, including a shooting outside Salman Khan's house and the murder of NCP leader Baba Siddiqui.
In the early hours of Thursday morning, actor Saif Ali Khan was stabbed by an intruder inside his house in a posh locality of Mumbai. The incident that took place in Bandra has raised concerns about law and order in India's financial capital. The BJP has assured a thorough investigation. Maharashtra Chief Minister says Mumbai is safest among all mega cities in India.
देशातल्या मेगा सिटीमध्ये सर्वात सुरक्षित मुंबई आहे. हे खरं आहे की कधी-कधी काही घटना घडतात, त्याला गंभीरतेने देखील घेतलं पाहिजे. पण केवळ त्या घटनांमुळे मुंबई असुरक्षित आहे असं म्हणणं हे याकरता योग्य होणार नाही की याने मुंबईची प्रतिमा देखील खराब होते. पण ते अधिक सुरक्षित राहिलं पाहिजे या दृष्टीने निश्चित सरकार प्रयत्न करेल.
The opposition is blaming the NDA government in Maharashtra. Condemning the attack, Shiv Sena, UBT and Congress demanded answers from the Devendra Fadnavis government.
आज सवेरे सवेरे जो सैफ अली खान जी के बारे में खबर आई बहुत ही शॉकिंग है, पर सरप्राइजिंग नहीं है. सरप्राइजिंग इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि लगातार हम देख रहे हैं किस तरीके से सेलिब्रिटीज पे अटैक हो रहे हैं, चाहे वो सलमान खान जी हो, चाहे वो बाबा सिद्दीकी जी का मर्डर हो, और अब सैफ अली खान जी को लेकर
बहुत चिंताजनक जो अटैक हुआ है. उनके घर पे जो हमला हुआ है, उनका बच्चा वहाँ उस रूम में सोया हुआ था, तो बहुत फैमिली तो घबराई हुई है. और सैफ अली खान जी ने खुद को डिफेंड, अपने बच्चे को डिफेंड करने के लिए उन्होंने जो किया उसके ऊपर मतलब बहुत स्टिचेस भी आए, वो अस्पताल में अभी है, लेकिन गुड हेल्थ.
सैफ अली खान पे जो कल रात को हल्ला हुआ है, उसने वापस एक बार मुंबई की कायदा और सुव्यवस्था के ऊपर काफ़ी गहन सवाल जो है वो उपस्थित किए हैं. आज मैं होम मिनिस्टर से पूछना चाहती हूँ मुख्यमंत्री से पूछना चाहती हूँ कि ना ही हमारे राजकारणी सुरक्षित है, राजनीति के पॉलिटिशियन सुरक्षित है, ना ही सिने अभिनेता सुरक्षित है, ना ही पद्मश्री सुरक्षित है, तो इस राज्य में सुरक्षित कौन है?
The Aam Aadmi Party and Trinamool Congress have also slammed the NDA government in Maharashtra.
वे रात को घर के अंदर घुस के कोई चाकुओं से हमला कर दे तो ये वहां की राज्य सरकार और केंद्र सरकार के ऊपर बहुत बड़े प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़ा करता है। दोनों सरकारें लोगों को सुरक्षा देने में नाकाम रही हैं।
इट्स अ वेरी मैटर ऑफ शॉकिंग। जो कल्पिट्स है उसको अरेस्ट करना इमीडिएट एंड टू टेक स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्शन अगेंस्ट द कल्पिट्स।
The attack comes months after NCP leader Baba Siddiqui was murdered and shots were fired outside Salman Khan's residence. These incidents also took place in Bandra. With Ritvik Bhalekar, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's move on now. In a historic achievement, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO successfully docked its SpaceX satellite in space. The stellar feat makes India the fourth country in the world to possess rendezvous docking and undocking capabilities. The docking experiment took place in early hours today. It meticulously brought together two satellites as the chaser aligned with the target satellite. The tango was choreographed by scientists from the Indian Space Agency. India now joins an elite group of nations, namely the United States, Russia and China, that have mastered in-space docking technology.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A groundbreaking mission from the Indian Space Research Organization that is set to redefine India's capabilities in space exploration. On December 30th, 2024, ISRO successfully launched the Space Docking Experiment, or SpaceX. The SpaceX mission aims to position India among an elite group of nations capable of in-space docking technology. With this capability, India joins the ranks of the United States, Russia and China. This experiment is pivotal as it lays the groundwork for future missions involving both crewed and robotic spacecraft. This mission also supports ISRO's plans for upcoming initiatives like the Bharatiya Antariksh Station, India's planned space station. The technologies developed through SpaceX will facilitate the assembly of modules in low Earth orbit, which is vital for long-duration human spaceflight missions. SpaceX lays the groundwork for ISRO's ambitious plans, including the Gaganyaan mission, which aims to send Indian astronauts into space. The docking technology will also support future lunar missions like Chandrayaan-4, where precise docking capabilities will be necessary for operations on the lunar surface. The docking technology demonstrated in SpaceX can also be applied to satellite servicing mission, allowing for repairs or upgrades in orbit. This is ISRO's first ever test of a homegrown automated space docking system. By mastering docking technology, India positions itself as a key player in international space exploration initiatives. This capability will enhance collaboration opportunities with other nations on human spaceflight projects, fostering global partnerships in space science. Bureau Report, India Today.
Finally, nearly 15 months of war between Israel and Hamas is nearing an end. Israel and Hamas reached a crossfire deal on Wednesday, after months of talks brokered by Qatar. The agreement will materialize in phases, including a total withdrawal of Israeli troops. As per the terms, the ceasefire will include a halt in Israel's military operations in Gaza, a hostage swap of Israeli and Palestinian prisoners on both sides, and an increase in humanitarian aid to a war-torn Gaza. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump announced the truce deal, declaring that hostages will soon be released. Donald Trump took credit for this hostage deal, claiming the epic ceasefire is a result of his thumping victory in November. Soon after the hostage deal was announced, celebrations erupted.
Well, we've had many difficult days since Hamas began its terrible war. We've encountered roadblocks and setbacks. We've not given up. And now, after more than 400 days of struggle, a day of success has arrived. God bless all the hostages and their families. May God protect the troops of all those who work for peace.
This ceasefire is an important achievement, and it is now incumbent upon everyone in the region and in the United States to do what they can to turn it into a lasting peace.
يسر دولة قطر وجمهورية مصر العربية والولايات المتحدة الأمريكية الإعلان عن نجاح جهود الوساطة المشتركة بوصول طرفي النزاع في قطاع غزة إلى اتفاق بشأن تبادل الأسرى والرهائن والعودة إلى الهدوء المستدام وصولا لوقف دائم لإطلاق النار بين الجانبين، بالإضافة إلى إيصال كميات مكثفة من المساعدات الإنسانية والإغاثية للأشقاء الفلسطينيين في قطاع غزة.
Everyone is going to want some credit. Everybody's going to want some credit. Get that? That's how this goes when something good happens. I'm here to talk about what this president has been able to do. And here's what is also incredibly important here. We're going to get hostages who are going to go home to their family.